Hoist the anchor from the brine, raise it high and let it shine. The wind is calling, time to go where the tides and tempests flow. Weigh the anchor, set her free, sailing wide across the sea to distant lands where dreams unfold. Chase the sun and hunt for gold. The sails are stretched, the ropes are tight. We leave the shore, farewell tonight.
We're finally here. We're finally at the island of the church. It's taken 3 days to get here.
It does feel like it. And there's a geocache here, and what's the one thing we forgot to bring? A bloody pen to sign.
She forgot to bring it. She's in charge of geocaching.
No,
I'm in charge of cooking and navigating.
You navigating? We would never have made it here if we left you in charge.
Nice little trip on boaty. We have 1 hour here to try and find the geocache and to see the church up there.
The Armenian Church of the Holy Cross was built by a monk and architect Manuel between 915 and 921, and later in 1131 it was turned into a monastery.
Wow.
The inside walls are painted with descriptions and stories taken from the Bible. Built in the form of a 4-leaf clover, the church is also covered by a dome from the inside and a pyramidal cone from the outside. The outer walls of the church are covered in stone reliefs, come from stories from the Old Testament and the New Testament, and there's hunting scenes with humans and animals on there. Stunning. And the snow makes it the weather.
Yeah.
Just awkward to get around.
Absolutely stunning. Oh, that's just the church.
I thought you were talking about me.
Everything, snow makes everything look just that much bigger and brighter and lovely, doesn't it?
It doesn't it? Snow plus sunshine.
And cold.
Nah, it's not cold, I'm roasting.
Things we do for a geocache, eh? Look at that.
My hands are numb. All that for a geocache. Oh.
Good though.
So you quit your job?
Yeah.
The views here are absolutely incredible. I mean, you couldn't have asked for better. We're actually a little bit too warm in a coat. Yeah, astounding, mind-blowing. This is. Tell me what you think about this then.
Beautiful, especially in the sun and the snow. It's quite warm, but you're not given long enough. An hour's not quite long enough. What do you think of it then?
We finally got there. Really enjoyed it. There's not as much in there as I thought. I thought there'd be more paintings, a little bit more done up, but it is beautiful. We've only got an hour on here, so we had to run round. Claire did her snow angel, or Snow did her Clare angel maybe. Yeah, fantastic, but we could have done with a half hour longer maybe?
Yeah, a little bit.
Other than that...
If you don't have the problem is getting round, it was so icy, it was actually really awkward to move, wasn't it?
Yeah,
so
very. I've got soaking wet feet.
Somebody wore trainers.
Or the wrong trainers. But yeah, half hour back to the dock. So we've got to get back about 2:30, and then we've only got 2 hours until it starts to get dark. But it hasn't really warmed up at all today. It is quite bitingly cold.
Unless you're up there trying to move around, in which case we were both absolutely sweating.
Yeah, and now you're on the boat at the front here. This cold wind is
quite chilly, isn't it? But you've got to be here to see that view.
boatload of tourists coming for their trip.
Good morning, folks. So we've got to our destination, or our first destination for the day, Arlet Cemetery, which is the largest Islamic cemetery in Turkey, and it's the 4th largest in the world. It's supposed to be really cool. We've got here, we needed to get out of the town that we were in because our car park was filling up. There was obviously something going on. There's 3 of them behind you now, hon.
Yeah, okay.
So we've got here, we thought we'd sort it all out here. We're the only tourists here. And a lad came over and wanted to be our guide. No. And Tom had a conversation with him through Google Translate. And he said, no, we don't need a guide. We just want to have a walk around. Thank you very much. A guide's great if they can speak the same language as you, because then it kind of makes it easier. You get the information. He wouldn't take no for an answer, but through the door he was having a right old nosy in here, so we're a little bit hesitant about actually leaving her on her own. But now he's got 2 mates, and Tom told him to go away because he started then saying he just wants money, he just wants money. Basically he was begging for money. So Tom closed the door on him and said, no, we don't want help, we're trying to sort the van out, we don't need you. I'm looking because they're wandering around past us. 2 of his mates have come up and knocked on the door, and they're now circling us because we're the only ones here. Problem is, we now don't want to leave Peggy on her own and go in and see this place because they're obviously checking us out and they're obviously looking inside to see what we've got. So what do we do? Do we go and see this place? Do we let them push us away? Do we run the risk? One of them's got bored and gone away, but the other 2 kept trying. They were just circling us, walking round and round us. It doesn't make you feel very comfortable.
Here they come.
Oh, they're following us again. They're just like, I don't know what they expect us to do. Is it that they're thinking that if we give them some money, they'll go away and leave us alone? I don't understand it. It's not a warm welcome. It's not a comfortable feeling. And they've come out of this building, which is to do with it. So they're obviously known. They're not shooed away. It's not good.
First thing he did is he wanted to see if I wanted to be a guide, and then he asked me for school supplies. And I said, no, we're not a school supply, we don't carry stuff. Then he wanted money because his mum and dad had died. I mean, it's like, yeah, get away, we're not being stupid. But yeah, they're still following us. They'll probably follow us for the next hour, but while they're behind us, they're not behind Peggy, so... Yeah,
that's true.
That's good for us.
True. I'm trying to get stuff out of tourists. The bit that made me uncomfortable was he kept looking inside. He kept putting his head past Tom and looking. It's like, you feel like they're sizing you up. I'm sure we're being paranoid, but it's just not good.
Anyway,
we're here to see the largest Islamic cemetery in Turkey, and it's also the 4th largest in the world. It dates back from the Middle Ages. There's some debate whether it's the 9th century or the 13th century. Nobody seems to 100% agree. There's been a settlement here since for over 4,000 years. And originally the cemeteries here were of Christian...
Hang on a minute. Smile for camera. So police, I take this to police, yeah?
Yeah.
You take this to police, smile at me, look at me. Right now, go away. They are.
So originally they reckon there were Christian cemeteries here, but they've been destroyed, but obviously now it's Islamic. But there's been ownership by all sorts of different people that have been in charge of this area. So it is now obviously the Turkish, but it was the Assyrians, it was the Urartu, it was the Iranians, it was the Ottoman Empire. There's been all sorts of influences here. But this is currently the largest Islamic cemetery in Turkey.
Well, after filming the little shit, he seems to have done a runner over the road there. I think being filmed and told the police are coming, he's gone. But we are just going to keep an eye on Peggy for a little bit. Has he gone to get his mates, or has he gone scuttling under a rock somewhere? Let's hope he's gone away, because I don't really want to be running back from here all the way to Peggy.
No, but I would.
I've never seen you run.
There's another car pulled in, so they might go and harass them now. unless that's him with his mates. I know he seemed a bit sceptical, but it's one of the ways that I think we stay safe, as we're aware. We like to see the best in people, but we're aware that there is a worst as well. So
yeah, but when he told me he wanted money, and then he told me his parents had died, they just want money, and they're little, you know, they got to make a living, I suppose. But
coming and asking and chancing your arm is absolutely fine. We had a group do that in Morocco, and we ended up exchanging details and having a conversation with them, and they were great. They came and asked for money. We said no. They said okay. They moved on. It's the fact that I really felt like he was scoping the van out, and the fact that they walked round us. They were circling us like vultures. It just doesn't sit well with me.
Anyway, let's walk round here and get ourselves going, because it is bitterly cold again. Peggy's not frightfully happy, so we want to get somewhere warm for a couple of days and then just sort ourselves out.
Yes.
So let's go walking.
So we've just walked up here and then turned right and basically done that, haven't we?
Yeah.
And it's huge.
This place is absolutely vast.
And you can see there's like little concentrations. There's quite a concentration there. There's quite a concentration in that area up there. There's quite a lot here. These are children's graves, apparently. There is a lot. But what I haven't managed to find out is whether it's current usage or is it just from the Middle Ages. I don't know sort of when the most recent one is. It's a shame. There's a visitor centre, but it's not ready. It's not open, so we can't find more information.
It's either not open yet or not open at all.
I don't know. There's nothing in there. So and it all looks new, so I think it's going to be open, or unless it's just shut for the winter.
Unless it's it's not an attraction, but it's a new visitor thing. But all these boardwalks are absolutely splendid. Gives you something to walk rather than just mooching.
Yeah.
It gives you a direction to go and see stuff.
And it also kind of protects the land, because you can see where there's been signs that are next to specific tombs. But then they've got these sections where they put an information bit, and they do drawings about it, so you can work out which one they're talking about, obviously to stop you walking across, even though I walked across because I want to see what's in that bit there. There are little gaps you can jump over, you don't have to climb the fence.
It's very well done, actually.
Really well done.
Definitely worth a visit, and I think if it wasn't -3 and cold wind, it would be nice to walk around here, sit and draw or whatever, and especially with the mountains in the background again.
So that is a collapsed volcano over there. That is a crater, Mount Nemrut, and we really wanted to go there, and several people have said to us, you must go there. It's stunning. What you can't see is, because the clouds are in the way, is actually what you can see there is the top of it. So you can see all of that is a crater. It's huge, absolutely huge. It is stunning. It's also covered in snow, and Peggy isn't very happy with this cold weather, so
we're gonna miss that one as well. We're gonna head somewhere warmer where we can do stuff.
We are getting a little bit fed up with the cold. I don't mind it cool, but sub-zero, I found that I'm really tense. My back's really hurting. It's because I'm tense like this all the time, because I'm so cold all the time. I can cope with cool, I can cope with zero. It's the sub-zero that isn't fun. We'll go back into it. I just need to warm up for a couple of days.
And this is the 3-chambered burial tomb. I guess the top's all fallen down, but looks very new, looks very reconstituted.
Yeah, renovated. The top slabs look too new to me. They've been got to protect it, I suppose.
We've walked only a tiny section of this, just basically so we can keep an eye on the van, but the kids seem to have gone, thankfully, after threatening the police with them. And this is the first time we've had anything like that, and it's a horrible feeling. It is such a horrible feeling. This looks like it's all brand new. All the buildings are empty. The flagpoles have nothing on them, because normally you see a flag flying. Yeah, everything's completely empty. All the buildings are empty. None of it looks very old. There you go. Another empty building there. So it's something that will in the future be an incredible place to visit. And with the visitor centre and information centre, it's going to be really quite cool.
It is going to be lovely. It will probably also then be ticketed, which is fair because somebody's got to pay for it all. But it's beautiful to walk around. It's so serene. We haven't walked all of it because there's a lot to walk.
It's very cold, there's a lot to walk, and to be honest, those kids really have.
They've left a bad taste in their mouth, but we'll get over it. It's the first lot on this trip. It's been a while, so we'll get over it and we'll get used to it again. Begging, you kind of get used to. Dealing with them is fine. It's just the fact they circled us like vultures. I didn't like that bit. Anyway, we've spoken about that, so
Time for coffee.
Time for coffee.
And then head south, somewhere
time
warm.
To stop worrying about Peggy and her oil issue, and let's get over this mountain, or the last range of mountains, for a little while, for probably about 3 days. But let's get something a bit warmer, warm the oil up in her, and warm the oil up in me as well.
Give me a cup of tea.
So that was awesome. We just stopped in a supermarket. It was a quick last minute. Oh, actually we can go into that supermarket because the one we wanted to go into was in town and there was nowhere to park. Driving down the road, oh, quickly, it looks like the same brand. And the manager came out to meet us. He was fascinated by the map on the side, offered us a cup of tea. No thank you. We went in, started shopping. He insisted, and we stood there in the aisle with him and one of his shop assistants, and we had a cup of tea and we had a chat through Google Translate, and it was lovely. They were so friendly, and they pushed the trolley out for us, helped us load. They're just so lovely. They're fascinated by the journey and the fact that we've driven here from all the way from England. Really, really nice bunch of people, weren't they?
Fabulous. Good job we're not on a time schedule. We've got two and a bit months to get to the border to get out of Turkey. To spend a half hour talking to people was just incredible.
They were so nice. They don't just want to know about what you do, and they said, is there anything we can do to help you with your journey? Are you stuck with anything? Do you need help? They're just such a nice people. They really are. Anyway, should we concentrate?
Yep. I know it's very sad. It is very, very sad, but you've got to do it, haven't we? Are you ready? Na 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 Batman! Batman! Na 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 Batman! Batman!
Yes, we're children, and there's a really loud lorry.
Great fun. We've done Batman. Other than the shopping, there was nothing else for us to see here. We're now going to go and see, well, we're not actually, we've got to go and do, Claire's got a list of stuff she wanted to do. So we didn't get to Noah's Ark. We didn't get to the lake at the top of the hill.
At the crater.
At the crater. What else haven't we done?
We
didn't do Georgia.
We didn't do Georgia or Armenia or Azerbaijan.
And so Claire found this this town, ancient town with an old bridge. That about 6 years ago when they built a dam got flooded, so you can't see it anymore. But it's still on her list to go and see. So we're going to not go and see a flooded village now.
We're going to go and see a river.
And that's it. But it is on the Tigris. That's the next job. Well, as we're here, we might as well do it. I'm going to stick a sticker on there. There you go. Fairy and the Hun, exploring the world. Batman! With our sticker. Time to go. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us push our videos to other people. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell tell you when the next video is coming. Join us next time as we head to Hasankeef, one of the villages that was lost when the dam was built and the river flooded.